In the meantime, let's take a look at emerging markets. Bloomberg News recently reported that emerging markets IPOs returned 15 times more than those in developed nations. So is it time to get in or get out in light of Dubai? Well, markets reporter Sheila Dharmarajan takes a look. Sheila?
That's right, Betty. When you look at emerging market IPOs, they have been on a tear. In just the last 3 months alone, emerging market IPOs have raised $39 billion. Now, that's more than double than what was raised in developed nations. And when you look at the performance of these IPOs, they have been outpacing those of developed nations as well. 21% for emerging market IPOs versus only 1.4% for developed nations. So we're seeing a big margin of outperformance. A couple of reasons I want to point to why. You know, IPOs are all about future growth. And when you look at the future growth prospects for emerging nations, far outpasses that of developed nations. So, for example, the GDP of China over 8% in 2010, India over 6%, and then when you look at the U.S., clearly one of the most developed nations in the world, only 2.6%. So those future growth prospects are playing a big role into this, and of course, the market rally. When you look at the MSCI Emerging Markets Index, that's been up over 80% in the past year, Betty. So clearly that market rally is playing a big role when you look at these emerging market IPOs.
Well, Sheila, speaking about that rally, I mean, are emerging markets potentially overheated?
You know, that's a fair question, and that is, of course, the big question on investors' minds. Mark Mobius, he's from Templeton Asset Management. He recently told Bloomberg TV that he's been cautious because he felt that there would be a significant correction in these emerging markets. And about this influx of IPOs, he said with these IPOs in the pipeline, that will tend to actually suppress the emerging markets. But, you know, I talked to other experts who do have a different point of view about this. Nick Chamey, he's from RBC Capital Management. He says that this avalanche of IPOs is actually a confirming signal that the market is still robust and there's quite a bit of demand. But of course, is this a good time to get in for investors? Well, I talked to Peter Sorrentino, he's from Huntington Asset Advisors, and he says, look, the positive fundamentals for emerging markets are clearly there, But when it comes to valuation, he thinks that emerging markets are overheated. In fact, he said he would wait for a correction of anywhere between 10 to 25% before he sees a buying opportunity in these emerging markets, Betty.
Okay, we'll watch for that, Sheila. Thank you.